and that's awesome. You know, it's their song, but it's your creativity. It's your direction you're taking it in.
Exactly.
You know, that's what makes that's what makes it its own form of art. That and it's entertaining as hell.
Oh yeah. Now another one of the other things that spawned out, I want to say in the late '80s, early '90s, and I don't want to for sure say I'm correct on this, but I'm going to say it like this. One of the first bands that ever did a crossover, kind of a joint effort between two different genres, was Anthrax.
Yeah. Anthrax and
Public Enemy.
Public Enemy, that was great, man.
Anthrax and Public Enemy, two of the bands that all parents hated.
What's it called? Bring the Noise?
Bring the Noise.
Yeah. Bring the Noise, yeah, that shit's badass.
And I mean, that shit rocks out loud.
They're
now,
fucking awesome.
One of the things, too, that you saw in mainstream metal back in the day was pretty much the bands, you know, were of one or two races. But the first all-metal black band that I ever heard was called Fishbone.
Fishbone.
And Fishbone fucking rocks out loud.
Sounds like it.
Oh, man, they've got this song named Swim. They've got a lot of good songs, but the one, Swim, it was actually on the Last Action Hero movie soundtrack.
Yes, I remember that. Yes.
And those guys rocked out. Now, another band that still fits in that category, but I think they're more like rock and hair metal, was King's X. And they were okay. But, you know, and then I'm trying to think some more underground type bands that we used to play all the time. See, we had to go get fucking records, and then we got cassette tapes, and we thought we were on top of the world. They'll never replace the cassette tape.
This is end all be all technology.
That's right. And then CDs came,
and then MP3 players,
and then MP3s,
and then now everything's digital.
Everything's digital nowadays.
Streams. Now you guys got your goddamn unions.
Yeah, straight up.
But I mean, so you know, and some of the great ones from back in the day that I used to listen to, of course. Well, I mentioned a lot of them earlier, like Metallica and Megadeth and Black Sabbath and Slayer and Anthrax and Iron Maiden.
Maiden was cool as hell.
Maiden and Ronnie James Dio.
Dio was good, yeah.
Alice Cooper.
Fucking Alice Cooper, yeah.
Oh God, Alice Cooper.
Misfits.
The Misfits.
You know, I actually have a friend that met Alice Cooper.
Really?
She worked in adult entertainment clubs,
Badass.
and she performed to the medal of the Imperial March from Star Wars, the metal version of that, and she was stripped down out of the Leia bikini, the Princess Leia metal bikini. She had it, and Alice Cooper happened to be passing through, and he was up in the VIP, and he was just like, I want to speak with that girl. I want to hang out with her. So she came up, hung out with him, and he was just, and it was just nothing funny. It was just like, you know, professional, you know, curiosity. He was just like, yeah, you're creative. You know what men want to see. Yeah. This is before nerd culture took off, you know, the whole Star Wars and X-Men, everything, you know, everything like everywhere. And he was just like, man, you know how to market yourself. You know, young lady, you know what dudes want to come to see.
Yeah.
And so she hung there, and they, you know, did what they do. Don't know much more past that because that doesn't include me.
Straight up.
But yeah, he's a cool motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you know, he's still got his radio show. His radio show's badass.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Just to listen to, I could listen to Alice Cooper read the fucking phone book and be thrilled.
Alice Cooper's cool.
Shit, yeah.
Kiss was another.
Of course, Kiss. Yeah,
Kiss.
And they are some hardcore entrepreneurs. At least Gene Simmons
They
is.
are.
You know?
Gene Simmons has
I
got.
was watching his reality show, man, and the one particular episode I was watching, he was like marketing bull sperm. Basically, he bought like a huge ass ranch and like didn't know how to make money off of it. And the chick that was running it was like, I know a way to make money. Sell bull sperm.
Yeah.
Bull sperm.
And he was like, hell yeah, let's do it. He's all about it.
And then we get Red Bull.
Right?
Now we have Red Bull.
Now we have Red Bull.
Well, I mean, and now some of the things that, you know, some of the what is it? How I want to say this, the way that people looked at metalheads, you know, back in the day, was they always looked down upon all that. These people are not going to be anything. I actually remember back in the day people saying that this music won't last.
Like the Witches.
Yeah, this music won't last at all. And these people don't have that big of an intelligence, or whatnot. Now, one of the guys that really stand out as far as in the metal rock community, as far as like having intelligence and stuff like that, he's spoken to Congress. He has his own radio show.
Nice.
He's an advocate for a long. Is Dee Snider of Twisted Sister.
Twisted Sister.
Nice.
Dee Snider has a hell of a radio show he's done for years, and he has spoken to Congress on numerous occasions on different topics, and extremely intelligent. I could listen to that man talk forever. I mean, because he's no bullshit. He's just fucking
best way to be.
I'm guessing at one point he spoke to Congress about the legalization of marijuana. That's just.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
which is a big thing we're trying to do.
One of the things he also spoke out on when they were trying to, there was a time that the media was all over different kids that had committed suicide, and they blamed it on different musicians. Oh, it's because I listened to their music, and that's why these children did it. And he went and stood up against that.
That's their own problem.
And he tore Congress and everybody in those committees stuff a new ass, but very intelligently,
nice,
and very strategically. I mean, he's like one of those people. He could actually run for, run in any kind of political situation, and probably win if he wanted to. But like, there's a VH1 commercial for that metal show. And they're talking, they talk about like Motorhead, Motorhead's on there, stuff like that. I love Motorhead. But talking how it's not just music, it's family.
It is, yeah.
Because
because people look at us the way they do, we have to band together like a family.
Like a family, like one giant family. You can go to another state, you can go to another country, and you can find metalheads. Mm-hmm. And instantly click with them and be hanging out and be friends. You're never alone wherever you go because of that communal part of metal, that whole communal hippie part of metal that's there. That, hey man, we're all here to have a good fucking time, to rock out with our cocks out and just be what we are and express ourselves. And it's one of the first forms of music that people got out there and really expressed themselves.
Straight.
I mean, really
no holds bar.
Let their freak flag fly.
And it's a culture. It's a cultural thing throughout. I mean, on the planet, where we've all had the same experiences. People look at you like, with your guitar and your, you probably don't have a job, and look at your tattoos and all that shit. There's a whole society, sociological, just I want to say. People folding their hands. Complacency?
Yeah.
Just people like don't want to have anything to do with those. Why are there criminal? I had a friend who was talking. His girlfriend back when she was a little girl. All she knew was the fact that good people do have their jobs in a family, and then bad people get tattoos. That's all she had learned. So there was a lady with she had a nose piercing tattoos, eyebrow, and she's like, "Mommy, why is there a criminal in here?" Because that's and then now she's looking back and was like, why did I think like that? That was just what I had been programmed to do at such a young age. And which is, kudos to her. It's good for her to be able to notice that kind of thing and say, no, this isn't. That's a shell that we're supposed to live in, and we need to open our minds. Everybody, open your mind to.
Definitely.
That's right. I mean, like a lot of people, music speaks to people in different ways.
Definitely.
Every type of music. Now, myself, yes, I am a metalhead, but I like all kinds of music.
Agreed.
I mean, I love all kinds of music. It all has a different expression and feeling for me. Like, I know there's many people out there that's like this. Like, a lot of people can't go to, they go to sleep listening to music.
Right.
Well, like, I can go to sleep listening to Megadeth or Metallica or Anthrax. I mean, that's the way I helps me pass out. And I've had people ask me in the past, how do you do that? I mean, it's just so up to us. No, it soothes me.
We cannot abide the chaos of silence. Silence is what brings chaos, man.
Yeah.
Especially inside your own head. You got too many things, creative people, we're artists, man. We got too many things going on in your own head. Anything can happen. I need something to lull me to sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
Me, I put on Parks and Recreation season 2, typically.
Hell yeah.
Love me to sleep. Ron Swanson gives a, gives me a sense of security.
Man, I like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
That's my shit.
We actually watched that Christmas special last night.
Dude, that Christmas special is hilarious, dude. I've seen most of the new seasons except for the new one where Mac is fat.
Mac gets fat, and they have the rum ham that they take to Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to take it to a couple of songs back to back. The first song is by a local band, Day of Tragedy.
DOT.
And
Shout
then we'll
out.
take it to a little classic Megadeth Peace Cells, but Who's Buying? And when we come back, we will have more information, and we might even get out the number and let you tell us about what your favorite metal band is. And, or something like that. We'll just talk about it.
Just call in and talk to us.
Yeah, so we'll be right back after these special music. Yay! We got nothing but time. Wasted memories lost in our mind. Always moving. The other day just go by before your eyes. You find yourself on the other side, face to face, but you can never change. You can never change. I can never turn back now. I've fallen off of the world. You're lost now. With no one left in our guide you. Building up for the breakdown. Tear down the wall. This moment, just look at what we come to now. Just look. Never turning back, it's just a simple fact. You'll carry on. I know it's been so long since I've seen your face, so I could not replace. The past is gone. Let love more love to come without love. I can never turn back now. I've fallen off of the world. You're lost now. With no one left in our guide you. Building up for the breakdown. Tear down the wall. This moment, just look at what we come to now. With every breath we take, with an instant all you change. For that moment that you're given, what have you done? For everything is a gift, and tomorrow can never be promised. And you should not put all your faith in this life. What have we become? We got nothing but time. Race these memories lost in our mind. Always will learn. The other days just go by before your eyes. You find yourself on the other side, face to face, but you can never change. You can